I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on the latest episode of I Am Gaming podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, Fortnite ecosystems, and many more cool things I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. Like always, first and foremost, a huge thanks goes to my Patreon supporters, all of which make this podcast possible. Without your regular, generous monthly donations, I wouldn't be able to continue making this podcast, and the fact that you're here is really amazing. So a big thanks to all of you. Everyone else, please check out my Patreon supporters in the description below and check out all of their ventures as well. Now, we're at episode 205, and this time I'm talking about, well, you heard it, you saw it, Fortnite, and the fact that this ecosystem of games and gaming continues to grow in a really unique and unprecedented way. Recently, a bunch of news came out related to the same ecosystem, that each of the news elements actually provided its own small ecosystem to the addition of the larger Fortnite and Fortnite Creative and UEFN space. That's the fact that several huge brands got into the Fortnite space, including Lego, which was developed through the collaboration between Epic and the Lego Group, the famous block toy creator. The second one is Rocket Racing, which is a game in Fortnite created by the same people who created the Rocket League, which is again also owned by Epic. And finally there is the Fortnite Festival. It was created by Harmonix. It was the studio that previously created such games as the Rock Band. And together they built actual individual separate games, all of which are now accessible, available in Fortnite as a singular title. So you have Fortnite, which has basically three different games that are presented, besides all of the mods, all of the individual Fortnite Creative Islands, and so forth. In all of these, the Fortnite skins, the original Fortnite skins, will be available and people will be able to use them. At the same time, the same space continues to grow as a whole. Recently, the Fortnite players broke another record with 100 million players during the single month of November. Previously, there was a big notification for all interested in Fortnite that stated that at some point when the OG map launched in November as well, there was more than 5 million concurrent players, and that was incredible too. Now we're at 100 million, which is amazing, and all of this info is basically telling you an unprecedented thing, which is the pretty old game, which is Fortnite, continues to grow and evolve in a way that has actually no previous moment in the history of game development that could emulate or be used to kind of be an example of the ongoing development of Fortnite. This means that basically Fortnite itself is becoming a micro Epic Games platform where you'll be able to access and use and enjoy completely separate experiences and games that have little to do with original Fortnite. The present games, these three that came out, are just the test of even bigger things that are likely to come, which will include a moment where a team or more teams will launch a game that doesn't look, doesn't feel, doesn't have anything to do with original Fortnite or even Fortnite Creative in a present sense of the word or the present sense of a concept. And through that, it will be able to basically offer something that has all of the hallmarks of a gaming metaverse. Now, that is a term that is being thrown around. I'm planning to talk more about it in the coming weeks and months in more detail. But for now, what is Epic and Fortnite doing is really clear to a realistic first version of the metaverse. And that comes in a sense of those brand overlaps and brand connections and brand communications that are unprecedented, literally, in the history of video game development, and offer not only the possibility of monetization. For example, all three of the previously mentioned present brands will have their separate individual monetization, how the process is monetized, but at the same time all of them are connected through Fortnite skins and the Fortnite backend, let's call it like that. A big element here is the fact that Unreal Engine is also now integrated through the UEFN into Fortnite and Fortnite creative experiences, meaning that the possibilities are basically endless, especially when it comes to art style. You can import your visuals, you can import your models, meshes, whatever you like, animations, but at the same time the possibilities of mechanics, gameplay mechanics, are also growing really rapidly, turning Fortnite from a really popular game into something that is going to be a really popular platform. And clearly Epic, which has a lot of potential going for it, is ready to invest incredibly big amounts of money in it and develop things on a level again that is unprecedented. So it's clear that Epic Games, we're now at the end of 2023, 24 is nearly here, has plans for at least the end of this decade for Fortnite, for all of these adjacent games and experiences that it's developing. It's a really interesting period for game development, something that everyone who is interested in the industry should be looking at, should be checking out and thinking about, because the possibilities and opportunities that this presents are staggering, and they're still being developed. They're still being formed. I'm personally invested in the same space. I've been working on Fortnite Creative during the past year. I've been building or making tutorials for the same tool. I've been working on UEFN as well. So it's not a breaking news development for me. However, it's still impressive and incredible to see the actual level of development and the effort and the whole development process that is behind each of these three titles that are presently available, but also the development process that we don't know about, that is developing future stuff that will come really soon. We're talking about months, potentially at most year and a half from now. So a lot of things to be excited and interested about in Fortnite. My advice to anyone who is interested in gaming as a whole is to be continually following the same space and whatever it might bring to the world of gaming, because I'm sure it's going to bring a lot of stuff. That's it for this episode. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for being on my channel. If you're a first-time viewer, please consider subscribing. I would love to hear what you think about Fortnite Creative and where it's going next, and Fortnite ecosystem as a whole. Also, if you'd like to support me, there is a bunch of ways how you can do that, but the quickest, simplest, easiest is to subscribe and be here for my new videos. That would be more than enough for me. But you can also become my Patreon supporter, send me money each month, which would be even more awesome. However, knowing that we're presently in more or less of a recession, I know that that's not that an easy task for many people. So if you're among them, please ignore that and simply subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment, and be here for my new videos. That's it for me. Thanks again for being here. Have a great week. My name is Ivica, and I'll see you on episode 106 of I'm Gaming Podcast. Until then, bye bye.